The Sigma archetype has puzzled great minds for many years. Though most people are learning about this breed of men only now, Sigma males have been around for a long time. They were first described as men who were not interested in following rules and taking orders. For a personality type that has been around that long, we still have little understanding of why Sigma men act the way they do. Their minds work differently and constantly evolve faster than any other type of man. But as much as no one truly understands them, we know that these guys are not to be messed with. They are strong-minded, don't need your attention, and often come off as rude or apathetic. But if you look deeper into the Sigma male's psyche, you will see that they are simply misunderstood by those who don't understand them or their ways. So without further ado, here are 10 reasons why Sigma men don't need your attention. 1. They dislike attention-seeking people. Have you ever been around someone whose personality just screams, "Look at me"? You know, the ones who crave attention and will do almost anything to get it. Well, Sigma men cannot stand such people. They view attention seekers as fake individuals and are completely put off by their behavior. Sigmas value their independence and like to do things their way, which doesn't include acting out for attention. This goes against their values, and they believe that people who act this way are only trying to influence others. Attention seekers are almost entirely dependent on how other people perceive them, which Sigma men find weak and unappealing. Sigmas are very intuitive and observant, and it's easy for them to identify when someone is fake or manipulative. This makes them feel like attention seekers are always trying to take advantage of the unsuspecting public, and they don't want any part in it. Sigma men don't necessarily hate attention altogether, but they prefer to show their true selves and be recognized for it rather than through showy behavior. Genuine relationships are essential, and they tend to gravitate toward people with similar values. 2. Most people are envious and will try to pull Sigmas down. Picture this. You have worked extremely hard in your life and have finally reached a point where you can be proud of your achievements. You stand tall, feeling accomplished and satisfied with your journey. Suddenly, you begin to notice negative energy around you. People start to give you strange looks, criticize your work, or try to pick holes in your success. Sigma men know this feeling all too well, and it's why they prefer not to seek attention. They understand that people can be envious and resentful, and will go to great lengths to bring them down. Sigma males have a strong intuition and can easily pick up on negative energy around them. Attention-seeking behavior can sometimes attract negativity, which is why they tend to steer clear of it. They also know that people who are envious and resentful can be incredibly destructive to their success. Sigma men have strong self-worth and are confident in their abilities, so they don't rely on external validation to feel good about themselves. They stand firm in who they are and what they have achieved, and do not feel the need to prove themselves to anyone else. After all, true success is not about seeking attention, but about being content with your life and the person you have become. 3. They prefer a low profile to not draw too much attention to themselves. Sigma men are like silent warriors who prefer to stay under the radar rather than seek attention. At first glance, one may mistake their desire for a low profile as being uninteresting or lacking in achievements. However, Sigma men have a different perspective. By keeping their lives private, they can maintain a level of independence and freedom that cannot be realized if everyone knows what they are up to. Sigmas value their privacy and are not interested in attracting unwanted attention. You won't find them trying to be in the spotlight or doing things just to be seen by others. They also have a keen sense of intuition and can spot attention-seeking behavior from a mile away. Keeping a low profile allows Sigmas to navigate through life unnoticed and be highly observant of their surroundings. In doing so, they can analyze situations and people without drawing too much attention to themselves. A low profile is not a sign of boringness. It's a superpower that allows them to move freely through life on their own terms. 4. They prefer to keep their personal life private. Have you ever heard the phrase, "keep your personal life private"? Well, Sigma men take this to heart. They understand that sharing personal information can sometimes lead to unwanted attention and even threaten their well-being. Protecting their personal boundaries is non-negotiable. They value their independence and do not want others to pry into their lives. Drawing attention to themselves often comes with a price, and they don't feel the need to compromise their privacy for the sake of attention. One thing that stands out is their ability to foresee potential risks that come with exposing their lives to the public. They are highly intuitive and quietly analyze each possible situation to decide if it's worth getting attention. Sigma men prefer to keep their personal lives separate from their public persona, and they do not feel like they have to prove anything to anyone. They are not after fame but satisfied with living a life free from excessive public scrutiny. Sigmas are happy to keep their personal lives private and focus on what matters most. 5. They don't need you to validate their choices or decisions. Sigma men are like modern-day lone wolves who are in complete control of their lives. They are perfectly okay with their own company and are not interested in the validation or approval of others. This independence makes them confident in their abilities and trust their instincts when making decisions. They do not require external validation to feel fulfilled and are not swayed by the opinions of others. They derive their sense of self-worth from within, which makes them resilient and strong-willed. Their ability to make their own choices and decisions without needing approval is one of their greatest strengths. While some people see this as a weakness, Sigma males know that seeking external validation can lead to conformity and can limit their growth. They live on their own terms, allowing them to explore their full potential without being held back by the opinions of others. In a world that values conformity and uniformity, Sigma males stand out as independent thinkers with a strong sense of personal identity. They have their own unique way of navigating through life, and that makes them truly admirable. 6. They recharge in solitude. Sigma men are like rare animals that prefer to keep themselves hidden away in their natural habitat. They value their solitude and need to distance themselves from the crowd to recharge their energy levels. They don't seek attention, as they don't need external stimuli to feel inspired or motivated. Instead, they thrive in quiet and reflective environments where they can focus on their thoughts and emotions without any outside distractions. While most people are energized by social interaction and attention, Sigma men are at their most productive and creative when they are alone. It's during these times of introspection that they develop a deeper understanding of their emotions, motivations, and desires. This deep reflection allows Sigma males to make informed decisions about their lives without being swayed by the opinions of others. They have a deep sense of self-worth that comes from within and are motivated by their personal goals and aspirations. Their self-reliance and independence allow them to live meaningful and fulfilling lives on their own terms. This unique trait sets them apart from others who are constantly seeking attention and approval from their peers. 7. They don't care about your opinion. Sigma men are not afraid to speak up for what they believe in or pursue their passions, regardless of what others may think. They don't care about your opinion because they already deeply understand their values and beliefs. They value their independence and freedom of expression, so they don't conform to societal norms or seek approval from others. They trust their instincts and make decisions based on what they believe is best for them, even if it means going against the grain. By rejecting other people's expectations, Sigma men pave their own path and create unique life experiences. This self-reliance and confidence are not to be confused with arrogance. It's a testament to the strength of their personal principles and unwavering self-assurance. Contrary to popular belief, Sigma men are not rude or cold. They simply live their lives in a way that is true to them. 8. They dislike superficial small talk and would rather avoid it. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a mindless conversation about the weather or someone else's mundane life? Sigma men would rather avoid such superficial small talk altogether. They prefer deep and meaningful discussions to idle chatter or gossip about someone. This is because they value authenticity in their interactions with others and find small talk to be superficial and insincere. Small talk is a waste of time and energy. They would rather pursue their passions and interests, explore their inner selves, or engage in thought-provoking discussions with like-minded individuals. Sigma men see small talk as a social obligation rather than a genuine desire to connect with others. While some people may find the Sigma's aversion to small talk off-putting or even arrogant, Sigma men simply express their own values and preferences. Though they are not interested in small talk, they still have other ways of bonding with the people around them. And before you even think of judging them, don't forget that there is no one right way of socializing and connecting with people. 9. They have a rich inner world and don't need external stimulation to feel fulfilled. Sigma men are like a universe waiting to be discovered. They have a rich inner world that is full of depth, complexity, and creativity. Their imagination is vast, and their introspection is deep, allowing them to find fulfillment and satisfaction from within. Sigma males do not need constant stimulation from the outside world to feel a sense of purpose or meaning. They can spend hours engaging in introspection and reflecting on their thoughts, finding joy and contentment in their own company. They have a strong sense of their values and beliefs, allowing them to be highly self-aware and comfortable with themselves. This ability to find fulfillment and happiness from within does not mean that Sigma men are antisocial or uninterested in connecting with others. They can form deep and meaningful relationships when they choose to do so. However, they do not rely on these relationships to define themselves or feel fulfilled, as they have a strong sense of self that comes from their rich inner world. 10. They prefer to stay away from your real intentions and motives. Imagine being able to easily read people's intentions. You have a sense of intuition so strong that you can pick up on someone's hidden agenda with great accuracy. This is how Sigma men operate, and they prefer to stay away from people who are insincere or have ulterior motives. They are highly selective regarding the people they keep in their lives. They value honesty and authenticity and are not interested in superficial relationships based solely on status or financial gain. They have a small circle of friends and relatives because they know that not everyone who tries to get close to them has genuine intentions. The reason why Sigma males are so vigilant about who they allow into their lives is simple. The world is full of predators and opportunists looking for their next target. By limiting the kind of people they let into their inner circle, Sigma men can avoid being preyed upon and manipulated by those who do not have their best interests at heart.